Hello ladies and gentlemen, those of you tuning in to watch the baseball game between Warner University and Toccoa Falls College. That game will get started in about 10 to 15 minutes. Keep watching your screen. You'll see when the players take the field to begin. Warner is warming up as we speak. Stay with us, keep watching, and we'll turn everything back on at the ball game's beginning in just a little bit. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you're just joining us, the ball game between Toccoa Falls College and Warner University will be underway in a few more minutes. Bruton Parker College defeated Trinity Baptist College 9-3 in game number 1. That game ran a little bit long, so stay with us. Keep watching your screen. Toccoa Falls is warming up. Warner has completed warm-up. So in just a few more minutes, Toccoa Falls against Warner University on TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. And again, those of you tuning in to watch Toccoa Falls College and Warner University in their opening games of the South Region Tournament, both teams have now completed warm-up. TBC Eagles will get the field ready, so keep watching your screen. We won't do anything, but we'll turn the mic back on once the teams are on the field ready for the first pitch, which should be coming shortly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the TBC Eagles. We appreciate your patience as the game number 1 of the South Region Tournament ran a bit long, pushing game number 2 35 minutes late, but now the Warner University Royals are out on the field and we're getting ready for game number 2 of the 2018 NCCAA South Region Tournament. Hello everybody once again. I'm Ray Bureau. My son Dean is out here now working the camera for us, and we'll be with you for games 2 and 3. Game number 3 tonight will feature Emmanuel College and the game 1 winner, Bruton Parker College, who defeated Trinity Baptist by a score of 9-3. Out on the mound, you see the home team, Warner University Royals, and starting pitcher Jarrett Joyner, who is 4-2 with a 5.05 earned run average. He will be facing this starting lineup for Toccoa Falls, the visitors on our scoreboard. The leadoff hitter is a left fielder, Caleb Banta. Batting second at third base, Easton Stanton. Batting third, doing the pitching and serving as a designated hitter, Josh Slate. Cleanup hitter is the shortstop, Landon McLean. Batting fifth at first base, Luke Allen. Batting sixth in right field, former TBC Eagle TJ Lanning. Batting seventh at second base, Jesse Thomas. Batting eighth behind the plate, Austin Davies. And batting ninth in center field, Brandon Tamayo. The defense for the Warner University Royals: in left field, Xanders Vasquez. Cole Parks is in center and Rio Russell is in right. Around the infield, Junior Furman is at third base. Derek Dealer, hopefully I got that correct, he's the shortstop. Second baseman Kevin Troncoso. First baseman Jesse Haney. Mick Tinney is behind the plate. He's the battery mate of Jarrett Joyner. Derek Dealer, the shortstop for Warner University. So hopefully now we've got it all pronounced correctly. Royals have finished their warm-up tosses. Jarrett Joyner getting ready to face Caleb Banta with the first pitch of game number 2 in the NCCAA South Region Tournament. Again, in case you missed it, Bruton Parker defeated Trinity Baptist College 9-3. The Barons got 6 runs in the 5th inning that turned out to be the difference. Jerome Holmes was a player of the game, 3 for 4 and 3 runs batted in, plus a run scored. Game number 2 is underway with the first pitch fastball taken inside for ball 1. The left fielder is Caleb Banta leading off for Toccoa. He's hitting .280, 2 home runs, and 16 runs batted in on the season. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is right down the middle to even up the count at 1-1. Tell you more about Jarrett Joyner when we got an opportunity. He has a 1-1 count on Banta, and a fastball hits the inside corner, making it 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4-2, 5-0-5, 57 innings of work. This is his 15th appearance and 11th start. And that chopper foul keeps the count at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joyner takes a long look in. Now the slow delivery and the pitch. Breaking ball gets the outside corner. Banta disagrees, but that is out number 1. So Joyner gets the first man he faces. 1 away, and here is third baseman Easton Stanton. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. Stanton at .299, no homers. 21 runs driven in for Toccoa Falls. Stanton will be manning the hot corner when the Screaming Eagles take the field in the bottom of the first. A breaking ball, a beauty in there for strike 2. So Joyner, first 2 hitters, getting ahead in the count. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Jacksonville, Florida. No balls, 2 strikes, swing and a miss. Stanton backing out on the pitch, pulled his foot, And he is out number 2. Jarrett Joyner has fanned the first 2 men he has faced. It is 80 degrees as we speak. Gentle breeze blowing in from left field. Actually a little bit more left towards right. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the pitcher, DH, Josh Slate. Tell you in a moment why I said both. And the pitch is chopped toward first. That is Haney making the play unassisted to retire the side. With Slate listed as both pitcher and designated hitter, should he come off the mound, he will be able to stay in the batting order at the capacity of the DH. Well, the Screaming Eagles go down in order in the top of the first. Bottom half coming up. Ball game just underway, no score. Bottom of the first, no score between Toccoa Falls College and Warner University. The Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles will send left-hander Josh Slate to the mound. He is 5-4 with a .345 earned run average. Slate will be making his 11th start on the season. 73 innings pitched. He has allowed 53 hits, 28 earned runs out of 35 total. He has walked 32 and struck out 91 men in 73 innings. He went the distance in a complete game against Trinity Baptist College just a couple of weeks ago. In fact, in that 3-game series against the TBC Eagles, Toccoa Falls put up 3 consecutive complete game victories against Trinity Baptist College. Coach Jeff Mulliken, former TBC Eagles assistant, in his 2nd year at the helm of Toccoa Falls College. Rio Russell's a leadoff man. He's in right field. Jesse Haney bats 2nd at first base. Junior Furman, the 3rd baseman, hits 3rd. Center fielder Cole Parks is the cleanup man. Cal Sinelli bats 5th. He's the designated hitter. Mick Tinney, the catcher, bats 6th. The shortstop Derek Dealer will hit 7th. Kevin Troncoso will hit 8th. And Xanders Vasquez in left field hits 9th. First pitch by Slate misses down and away for ball 1. Caleb Banta in left, Brandon Tamayo in center, TJ Lanning in right. Give you the infield in just a moment. The 1-0 from Slate, fastball right down the middle to even the count. Easton Stanton, the 3rd baseman, Landon McLean at short, Jesse Thomas playing 2nd, Luke Allen at 1st. Austin Davies behind the plate. Here's the 1-1, a high pop fly on the infield. Thomas battling the wind. He gives way to Lanning in shallow right field for out number 1. The wind not overly hard, but it's going to affect a ball that hangs up there as long as that pop-up did. TJ Lanning came in from right and put it away for out number 1. Jesse Haney at the plate. .314 on the season, 6 home runs, 41 runs driven in. Facing Josh Slate. Batter you just saw, Rio Russell. Give you his numbers in a moment. And the first pitch is fastball low and outside. Wind is blowing my papers around. The breeze feels terrific. Makes it hard to keep things on the table, however. Russell at .289, 3 homers, 24 runs driven in. He led off with that pop-up to right. There's a good fastball right at the knees from Josh Slate. In case you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. The game started 35 minutes late due to the long-running opener of this South Region tournament. Here's the 1-1, a fastball up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Jarrett Joyner struck out the first 2 Screaming Eagles. Got Toccoa out 1-2-3. That's where we stand, 1 out, bottom of the first. And strike 2 right on the corner. Slate showing very good location in the early going. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean Bureau is our cameraman. We're glad you're able to join us here on TBC Eagles. Special welcome to Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls and the Royals from Warner University. Glad you're able to check us out here on our live stream feed. TBC Eagles, this pitch misses down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slate wanted the call. He did not get it. Toccoa Falls, a number 3 seed, Warner number 2. And a payoff pitch, chopped foul off the foot of Jesse Haney. Tonight at 7, Emmanuel College plays Bruton Parker, the winner of our earlier game today. The winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock against tonight's winner between Bruton and Emmanuel. Trinity Baptist will play at 12 tomorrow in an elimination game against the loser of the one you're watching now. There's a chopper towards third. Strong throw to first in time. That's Easton Stanton making the play for out number 2. So just like Joyner did, Slate got the first 2 men he faced. Here's third baseman Junior Freeman. Check that, Junior Furman, who's hitting .325, a home run and 40 runs driven in. And a strike called. No balls and a strike. Warner University, a dual membership, NCCAA and the NAIA Sun Conference. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Warner is 27-24 on the season. No balls, 2 strikes. Slate winds and delivers a fastball up and away. Toccoa Falls, 27-19. So they've had a fantastic season as well. Here's the 1-2 from Slate. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. That's going to have to throw to first. And it is in time from Austin Davies. So a strikeout, 2-3 on the final putout. Both teams go down in order in inning number 1. So after 1, we have no score. We go to the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Toccoa Falls. Landon McLean, Luke Allen, and TJ Lanning. Jarrett Joyner starting for Warner University, the sophomore from Plant City, Florida. 4-2 on the season, looking for the win to send his team into the winner's bracket here in the South Region Tournament. Landon McLean will lead things off for Toccoa Falls. McLean is hitting .296. He's gone deep 4 times. He's driven in 23 runs. Sophomore from Seneca High School in Seneca, South Carolina. And the first pitch is a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes a 1-0 from Joyner. And he misses up and in once again. So McLean ahead in the count, 2-0. If I remember correctly, McLean had one of several home runs against Trinity Baptist when the Eagles went up to Toccoa Falls. Of course, I am announcer for Trinity Baptist College Athletics, so that's why I do mention TBC Eagles Athletics. Here is a 2-1 and a line drive looper into right. That is down for a hit, and the first base runner of the game is Landon McLean. Second baseman Kevin Troncoso looked like he had a chance to track it down. He stumbled when he hit the seam between the dirt and the grass. That allowed the ball to fall safely without a play being made on it. So a leadoff single for McLean, first hit of the ball game. Here's first baseman Luke Allen at 346, 1 home run, 28 runs driven in. Joyner first time from the stretch. Allen squares, bunts a chopper, only play is to first. Joyner with the underhand putout, and a sacrifice bunt is successful from Luke Allen. McLean moves into scoring position. Screaming Eagles have a runner at second with 1 out for right fielder TJ Lanning. TJ's hitting .306, 2 home runs, 21 runs driven in. Has an RBI opportunity with a runner at second, Landon McLean, who led off the inning with a base hit into right. Lanning playing on a field he's very familiar with. 340 down each line, 400 in straightaway center, about 375 to the power alleys. And the pitch is a check swing, and he went around. Of course, Lanning, a former TBC Eagle, played many games on this field in the last few years. He's a senior from right here in Jacksonville. So 3 years as an Eagle, senior year as a Screaming Eagle. Good to see TJ. I got to say hello to him earlier on in the day as Toccoa Falls was heading into the dugout to get ready for this game. That foul tip makes it no balls, 2 strikes. Got to know TJ a little bit over the last couple of years. Very fine young man, as we know all the players on all the teams are here in the NCCAA. He's down in the count though, no balls, 2 strikes. McLean with a good lead off second, nobody covering. Now Troncoso goes over, taps the glove, runner's going, strike 3, throw down is in time, and a strike him out, throw him out, double play, retires the side. That is strikeout number 3 for Joyner, and McLean gunned down 2-5 to retire the side. So the double play erases the leadoff single, and we go to the bottom of the second. We have no score. Bottom of the second, no score. A strikeout, throw out, double play ended the threat that Toccoa Falls had going in the second. Josh Slate on the mound. He worked a 1-2-3 first inning. Slate, a senior from Toccoa, Georgia, transfer from Georgia Southern University. Left-handed pitcher, also plays first base. And he's about to begin inning number 2. He will face the heart of the order, Cole Parks, Cal Sinelli, and Mick Tinney, leading off in the bottom of the second. Here's Cole Parks, a .281 hitter, 1 home run, 24 runs driven in. On base average, very good at .378. So Parks digs in. Lanning winds and delivers a first pitch of inning number 2, the bottom half, and it's ball 1. Minnesota Twins lead St. Louis 7-1 with the Cardinals batting in the bottom of the 8th. Here's a 1-0, swing and a miss. That game now heading to the top of the 9th, 7-1, Minnesota leads the Cardinals. Only day game in the majors today. Here's a 1-1 from Slate, fastball up, 2 balls and a strike. Yankees Red Sox at Yankee Stadium for the next few nights. Probably the biggest rivalry in all of professional sports. Slate delivers a 2-1. Good fastball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like to see a radar gun on Josh Slate. He is throwing some smoke. I'm going to guess low 90s. Here's a 2-2. And this one misses up and away. Looked like he might have tried to overthrow that one to get the strikeout. Parks has worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slate, a long look in. Now the pitch. He misses downstairs. That loads up the bases. First base runner for Warner University. A leadoff walk will send Cal Sinelli to the plate. He's the designated hitter. Sinelli at .319, a home run and 10 runs driven in. .365 on base. And he is slugging a nice .406. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch is up and away. Wind has calmed down some. It's just a gentle breeze blowing across from left to right as it has done most of the day. Parks with a big lead off first. He walked to open the inning. Swing and a miss. Josh Slate dialed it up. That had some serious heat. So a count of 1-1, Cole Parks at the plate. Check that, Parks at first, Cal Sinelli at the plate. Everybody straight away in the infield and the outfield, and a little lollipop toss over to first. Slate just letting the runner know, I see you over there. Of course, the lefty gets a good look at the runner off first base. Parks with another good lead, gets a secondary. Sinelli bunts it foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Winning pitcher in game number 1, Trey Jones, went 6 1/3 for Bruton Parker over Trinity Baptist. 3 earned runs, 5 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. He hit a batter and threw a wild pitch. Eagles tried to mount a comeback late, but the defense for Bruton Parker was spectacular the entire game. Line drive, base hit. Parks had to make sure before he could go. Now he's going to round second and put on the brakes. Good base running by Cole Parks. Make sure the line drive goes through. Very hard base hit for Sinelli. Puts runners at first and second. Parks had to go back toward first just in case the ball was caught, as Luke Allen came very close to making the catch, and he could have had a chance for a double play. Timeout now. Austin Davies out to the mound. Warner University has runners at first and second with nobody out. Parks led off with a walk. Sinelli just lined a drive single into right field. Mick Tinney is the hitter. He's the catcher for Warner University. Tinney steps in at a robust .380. No homers, but he's driven in 21 runs. He's slugging .426. He's drawn a large number of walks to give him a .449 on base percentage. 15 walks to be exact. RBI opportunity. This would be the first run of the ball game. Slate turns, checks the runners, nothing going on. Luke Allen not holding the runner at first. Third baseman Stanton in on the grass. Allen moves in. Middle infielders playing back to turn 2, and a fastball's in there for strike 1. Mick Tinney, a senior from Altamont Springs. Of course, all the seniors have had their graduation ceremony. So we say senior, they are now college graduates. Congratulations to all of our graduates on all 5 teams and all around the country. One ball, no strikes. Slate delivers a breaking ball, a check swing, and he went around. I have 0-2. The scoreboard says 1-1, and it is now correct. So no balls, 2 strikes. There's a gap to the right of the bag at second base. Here comes the 0-2 from Slate. This one misses, and this time Tinney held up in time. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We had Ronnie Filipkowski of Warner University talk to us for a couple of innings at the end of game number 1. Ronnie, also a senior, now a graduate. Did a terrific job helping me describe the end of the game between Bruton Parker and Trinity Baptist. Of course, we had an Emmanuel Lions player also. Jesse Viveris, if I remember correctly. He got us started with a few innings helping out on the mic. Both of them terrific. Hey, maybe there's a new career for them when their playing days are over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slate checks the runners. Now a long look in, and here's the pitch. Looping liner on the ground. Play goes to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Jesse Thomas fielded the short hop. He got the lead runner at second, at least the lead runner of the possible double play. Tinney beat the throw to first, so credit him with a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout, 1 out. Parks moves into third, so runners at the corners for shortstop Derek Dealer. Courtesy runner for the catcher at first base, number 9, Alfred Brown. The courtesy runner, a speed-up rule, allowing the pitchers and the catchers to get ready as they come out for the defensive half of the next inning. And this fastball misses low and outside. So Alfred Brown at first, Cole Parks at third, 1 out for Derek Dealer. And the pitch, high fly ball, could score the run. Parks will tag. Here's a catch in center. The throw to the plate, cut off, and 1-0 Warner University. Parks scores on the RBI sacrifice fly. Off the bat of Derek Dealer. 2 down and a 1-0 lead for the Royals. Here's a second baseman, Kevin Troncoso. Dealer at 284. He just picked up his 24th RBI of the season. Troncoso, the second baseman, 267. He has hit 8 home runs and 27 runs driven in. He leads Warner with home runs and 8. And this fastball's down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. So the number 8 hitter in the lineup leads the team with long balls. He has a runner at first with 2 outs. And Slate will throw over to first. Kevin Troncoso at the plate. A junior from Miami. Slate delivers a fastball on the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. At first, we have Alfred Brown. He's a junior from Avon Park, Florida. Warner University from South Florida. Here's a 1-1 to throw to first. They are members of the NCCAA South Region and the NAIA Sun Conference, one of the best in the entire country. Here's the 1-1. Brown looked like he was stuttering, about to go, and a wild pitch will allow him to get to second base. That one got away from Slate. 2 balls and a strike on Troncoso. Brown took a little stutter step as if he was going to try to steal, but the pitch, well up and away, puts Brown at second base. RBI chance for Troncoso. 2 outs. Troncoso is driven in 27, and now time called. Davies out to the mound. Cole Parks led off the inning with a walk. He came around to score on the sac fly from Derek Dealer. That's been the scoring so far. We're in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. Two balls and a strike. Big gap in right center. Here's the pitch. Line drive, hard and out of play off the roof of the batting cage. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The outfielders now are looking towards the sun. It is right behind us, the bleachers behind home plate. There's some trees back there. In a couple of hours, those trees are going to block that sun, but until then, it's going to be tough for the outfield. Here's a 2-2 from Slate. A long drive, well hit towards the gap, way back and gone. Kevin Troncoso, we told you, he leads the team in home runs. That's number 9, a 2-run shot, no doubt about it, and the Royals lead 3-0. Alfred Brown scores on the home run. A 3-run bottom of the second for Warner. Bases are empty, 2 outs. Here's a number 9 hitter, left fielder Xanders Vasquez. Vasquez at .292, 1 home run, 16 runs driven in, and he lofts this one foul to the right side. Troncoso now with 9 home runs, 29 runs batted in on the season. Here come the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. We told you about them during our first ball game today, heading over to Pensacola tomorrow for the regional playoff. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Xanders Vasquez. That's a long ride down I-10, 6.5 hours. They're going to play Pensacola Catholic School in the regional tournament. And there's another long drive way back in the left. This one's going to stay in play, however. Caleb Banta makes the catch to retire the side. 3 runs, 2 hits, the big blow, the 2-run homer off the bat of Kevin Troncoso. After 2, it's 3-0 Warner University. Top of the third, 3-0 Warner University leads. A 2-run homer by Kevin Troncoso, followed an RBI sac fly from Derek Dealer. Jesse Thomas leads off for Toccoa in the top of the third. First ball swinging, a chopper fair inside the bag. Thomas rounds first, but he'll stop there. Now the ball gets away from Vasquez, and that's going to be an error to allow the hitter into second base. That's a base hit. Thomas had stopped and started going back to the bag. So a single and an error. Toccoa Falls with a runner at second and nobody out. Jesse Thomas at 272, 3 homers, 32 RBIs, leadoff single, advances on the error. Here's a number 8 hitter, catcher Austin Davies. He's hitting .311, 2 home runs, 11 driven in, a chance to make it 12. Warner pulls the infield in. Joyner with the pitch, and he gets the inside corner. No balls and a strike. Joyner so far 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit. And a pitch, a breaking ball. Misses a little bit high. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Joyner from the stretch takes a long look back at the runner. Now the 1-1. Grounded towards third. That'll advance the runner. Troncoso bobbles it, but stays with it and gets the out at first. Productive out, though, as it moves Thomas over to third with only 1 out and a chance for Brandon Tamayo to drive home the Screaming Eagles' first run. Tamayo's hitting .259. He's gone deep 4 times. He's driven in 23. .356 on base percentage. Middle infield is back. They will concede the run for the out. Corner infielders in on the grass. Here's a pitch from Joyner. There's a chopper. That will get the run home. Troncoso cannot handle it. That's going to be an RBI for Tamayo, and he reaches on the E4. Thomas scores, and it's 3-1. Credit Tamayo with the run batted in. He's at first. That's a second error of the inning. And top of the order, Caleb Banta at the plate. Throw over to first. Runner back in plenty of time. Banta called out on strikes to open the ball game. The run right now stands at unearned, depending on how the rest of this inning unfolds. This pitch clips the batter, and that's going to put runners at first and second. So Tamayo advances. Banta at first. 1 out for Easton Stanton. He went down on strikes in the first. 3-run, bottom of the second for Warner. Toccoa has come back with a run here in the top of the third, still batting with 2 on and 1 out. Stanton at the dish. Left field line wide open. Vasquez playing over toward the gap. And the pitch. Stanton pulled off it and missed. No balls and a strike. Also a gap in right center. The 0-1 coming from Joyner. In the dirt, blocked, throw down to second, not in time. Tinney came up quickly, fired a strike to second. Everybody's back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Stanton. Bright and sunny now. Right over the field, hardly a cloud in sight, at least directly over the field. And now the 1-1, right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stanton's front foot has been being pulled back down the third baseline with each swing. Here's the 1-2. Long look back, and now the pitch. This one's in the dirt and again blocked by Tinney. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joyner trying to work the outside corner. Runner at second is Brandon Tamayo. He reached on an error. Runner at first, Caleb Banta. He was hit by a pitch. The leadoff single has come in to score. That was Jesse Thomas. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 right down the middle, and that's the second time Stanton has gone down on strikes. Out number 2. And it brings up pitcher / DH Josh Slate. He grounded out to first to end the first inning. Two on, 2 out, and a pitch to Slate. Another nice block by Tinney. That ball's down in the dirt. 2 outs, runners will be going on contact. The left-hand hitting Slate, if he can get the ball down the third base left field line, he has a chance to drive home 2 runs. Both left fielder Vasquez and third baseman Furman way off the bag. Slate ahead 1-0, and time is called. And with the shortstop covering second, that's a huge gap on the left side of the field. Here's the 1-0 and a breaking ball. Slate pulls up, takes the pitch for strike 1. Good take, not the pitch he was looking for. RBI opportunity for the pitcher. Nobody holding the runner at first, so Banta has a huge lead. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Winner of this game plays tomorrow at 3. The loser will play Trinity Baptist College tomorrow at noon. That would be an elimination game here in this double elimination tournament. Strike 2 called on the outside corner, a nice curveball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on. Joyner takes a long look in, checks the runners. Here's the 2-2. This one's inside and gets away, and that allows both runners to advance. That will be a pass ball charged to the catcher, Mick Tinney. So now a base hit is certain to tie the score, as with 2 outs, both runners moving on contact. We have a full count, so a payoff pitch is coming to Josh Slate. Joyner takes a very long look in, gets his sign, and a 3-2 delivery. Line drive into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Banta. The throw to the plate, not in time, and we're tied at 3. So the pass ball allowed both runners to advance, and they both score on the base hit from Slate right back up the middle. Josh Slate digs himself out of a 3-0 hole with that 2-run single. We're tied at 3. 2 outs, a runner at first. Here's a shortstop, Landon McLean. He's 1 for 1. He got a base hit opening up the second inning. So Warner got 3 in the bottom of the second. Toccoa has come right back with 3 more in the third, still batting. And the first pitch, a high pop fly, shallow right field. It'll stay up, and the catch is made by Rio Russell. That retires a side. 3 runs. 2 hits, a couple of errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the third, all tied up at 3. Brand new ball game as we go to the bottom of the third. Each team scored 3 times in its most recent at-bat. Top of the order due up for the Royals, Russell, Haney, and Furman. 2-run homer from Kevin Troncoso made it 3-0 in favor of Warner. Then an eventual 2-run single by the pitcher Josh Slate tied the score at 3. That's where we stand as we start the bottom of the third. Rio Russell will lead things off. He's 0 for 1. Led off the ball game with a fly ball to right. It's a warm but very nice Tuesday afternoon in Jacksonville. Temperatures in the low 80s. Thankfully, we got this nice umbrella overhead, keeping us a little bit cooler. Here's Slate with the first pitch at the bottom of the third, and it's in there for strike 1. Forecast for the week, very much like today, low 80s, gentle breezes, no rain in the forecast. Here's the 0-1, and a breaking ball is lifted high into shallow center. And camping under it is Brandon Tamayo for out number 1. The way this tournament is set up, it's double elimination. Should a team finish Thursday undefeated, of course, that would be the end of it in 8 games total. If necessary, the decisive game is Friday at 12 noon. Here's the the 1-out first pitch to Haney, and it's in there for strike 1. Emmanuel College, the number 1 seed. They will play tonight at 7 against Bruton Parker. Emmanuel, last year's winner, defeated Trinity Baptist in the championship game. There's a foul tip. No balls, 2 strikes. So the Lions looking to get back to the NCCAA World Series. If I remember correctly, I believe they made it to either the semifinal or the championship game. Did not win it. They're looking to go for the title this year. That one's fouled back, so no balls, 2 strikes. Trinity Baptist hosting this tournament. So far, we've seen some good baseball through about 1 1/3 games. Seen some good pitching, some solid contact, and terrific defense already. Here's the 0-2, and a foul tip hit the ground, so Haney stays alive. Haney at .314 coming in, 6 home runs, 41 runs driven in. That leads the team. Here's the 0-2, a breaking ball misses outside. This is the first time that Trinity Baptist has hosted the Baseball South region. We've hosted soccer and basketball a couple of times within the last few years. Here is the 1-2 from Slate, and it's in the dirt to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big gap in right center. Right fielder Lanning playing a little bit close to the line. Nothing overly dramatic. And center fielder Tamayo just shading the hitter to pull a slight bit. Haney has a 2-2 count and a pitch on the way, a chopper towards short. That's knocked down but not fielded cleanly by McLean. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. So Haney aboard. 1 out. Here's a third baseman, Junior Furman. He struck out to end the first. Furman with a runner at first, 1 man out. 3:25 coming into the tournament. Big lead off first, and the pitch right over the black part of the plate for strike 1. Haney got himself a very big lead off first. Haney 4 out of 7 in stolen base opportunities. This should be 2, 4, 6, 3, double play, a hard ground ball right at Thomas. He turns it into an inning-ending double play. So the error does not hurt the Screaming Eagles. They get out of the inning in 3 batters, and we go to the 4th, tied up 3-3. Top of the 4th, Jarrett Joyner. 3 innings pitched, 3 unearned runs, 3 hits and 3 strikeouts. He will face Luke Allen, TJ Lanning, and Jesse Thomas to open up the top of the 4th. Those are hitters 5, 6, and 7 in the Toccoa Falls batting order. Warner got 3 in the bottom of the 2nd. Toccoa scored 3 in the top of the 3rd. Here is Luke Allen, no official at bat, laid down a terrific sacrifice bunt, his only trip to the plate. And the first pitch right down the middle. No balls and a strike. Joyner from the windup, and the pitch, chopper foul. It's 0-2. Twins and Cardinals have gone final. Minnesota wins it 7-1. Jake Odorizzi, the winner for the Twins. Chopper towards short. Dealer fields, throws, gets the out. Dealer fielded that hop just right. Put a good true throw in for out number 1. Escobar homered for the Twins. Martinez for the Cardinals. TJ Lanning comes to the plate. His last time up, a strikeout and a caught stealing at 3rd to end the inning. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Joyner takes a long look, now delivers the 0-1. Another breaking ball had landing out in front. It's 0-2. Red Sox are at Yankee Stadium tonight. Drew Pomerantz against Luis Severino. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kansas City at Baltimore, Duffy and Bundy. Giants at the Phillies, Holland against Nola. The 1-2, swing and a miss, ball's on the ground, and the tag is applied. Strikeout number 4 for Jarrett Joyner. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Jesse Thomas. He's 1 for 1. He led off the third with a single, came around to score. And the first pitch from Joyner is fastball inside. Seattle is in Toronto tonight. Paxton against Stroman. Joyner takes another long look, and the 1-0. Another fastball misses inside. Atlanta down in St. Pete to take on the Rays. Newcomb against Snell. And the 2-0. Catches the outside corner. Good take by Thomas. Mets at Cincinnati, Vargas and Castillo. Swing and a miss. Thomas may have chased one out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joyner with the windup and the 2-2. Missed a little bit outside. Joyner wanted that call, and so did the catcher, Mick Tinney. So a full count, 2 outs, bases empty. Joyner delivers. Breaking ball, got him. That is strikeout number 5 for Joyner. He works a 1-2-3, top of the 4th. Bottom half coming up, tied at 3. Three tie as we start the bottom of the 4th. The middle third of the batting order due up for Warner, Cole Parks, Cal Sinelli, Mick Tinney. Josh Slate has gone 3 innings, 3 runs, all earned. He's allowed only a couple of hits, but one of them left the ballpark. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. Cole Parks leading things off. He walked and scored his only trip to the plate so far today. Leadoff walk in the 2nd, scored on a sac fly. 3-3 tie as we start the bottom of the 4th, and Slate delivers with a pitch fouled back. Josh Slate has gotten ahead of most of the hitters. And Warner's been pretty patient. The ball's not in the zone. They haven't chased any out of the zone. And now here's Slate with the 0-1. This one hit hard towards short, and it's booted by McLean. That's going to be an error. So the leadoff man is aboard.
Number 8, Cal Sinelli.
Sinelli, the designated hitter at the plate, he singled his only trip so far. Parks the runner at first. Nobody out. Here is Cal Sinelli. Here's a high fly ball toward the gap. It's up in the air, and Lanning can't get there in time. Parks will round second. He will head to third, and Sinelli pulls up with a double. Looked like Lanning had a beat on it, but the ball just took off on him at the end. Also had a little slice. And now runners at second and third for Warner with nobody out, and the catcher Mick Tinney at the plate. Tinney reached on a fielder's choice and scored on the two-run homer from Troncoso. Tinney with a chance to drive in one, possibly two with a base hit. Here's a first pitch in the dirt, and a nice block by Austin Davies. Parks reached on the air. Sinelli doubled, putting runners at second and third. Corner infielders in on the grass. Middle infielders conceding the run to get the out at first. There's a ground ball headed toward the hole. One run will score. Sinelli will stop at third. He had to make sure the ball got through. That is an RBI single for Mick Tinney, and it's 4-3 Royals. That run is unearned, but it's on the board. So nobody out, one run in, and runners at the corners for the shortstop, Derek Dealer. No official at bat, but he drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That was the first run of the ball game. Slate from the stretch, and a pitch. Ground ball, and it hits the seam and bounces into left field for a base hit. Here's Brown, the courtesy runner, on his way to third. The throw is in time. Now for Brown, the runner for Tinney. Thrown out at third, 7-5. That's the first out of the inning, but credit Dealer for an RBI base hit. He stays at first on the play. Sinelli scores, and it's 5-3 Royals. Kevin Troncoso put one out last time up, a two-run shot. Runner at first, one man out. Slate delivers a check swing, and he held up in time. Troncoso got one out over near that TBC baseball logo in the left center field gap. And a pitch, swing and a miss. Slate had him way out in front. At the time, that made the score 3-0. Toccoa came back with 3 in the third. Warner has just put 2 on the board, and the Royals lead at 5-3. Dealer, good lead off first, swing and a miss.
One more, do it again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Do it again. No fastball here, here we go.
Slate takes a long look in. Now set. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs for the left fielder, Xanders Vasquez. He's 0 for 1. Fly out to left his first time up. That ended the second inning. Vasquez hitting .292 coming in, a homer and 16 driven in. First pitch in the dirt and blocked by Davies. Dealer 4 out of 7 in stolen base attempts. He's the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball misses up and away. So 2-0 is the count. Vasquez gets the signs from his third base coach. Everybody's ready. And the 2-0. Misses inside, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Vasquez well ahead in the count. Top of the order, Rio Russell waits on deck. 3-0 pitch is upstairs, and that puts runners at first and second. Here is that leadoff man, Rio Russell. He's 0 for 2. Couple of flyouts to the outfield, once to right, once to center. Two on, 2 out. 2 runs in. Slate calls for a new set of signs, and here's the first pitch. Check swing, ball gets away from Davies. Both runners will advance, and we'll have to see what the call is on the pitch. No swing, so that is ball 1 on Rio Russell. Coach Jeff Mulliken, I'm guessing he's asking about that check swing. Parks led off the inning, reaching on an error. Cal Sinelli doubled. Both of them have come in to score. Separate RBI singles from Mick Tinney and Derek Dealer. One ball, no strikes. Slate with the pitch, and did it hit the batter? No. Looked like it might have glanced off the uniform, but missed everything. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. And here comes the 2-0. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 3. First base is open, and Jesse Haney is the on-deck hitter. So 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch on the way, gets the inside corner. Here comes a 3-1. Slate again takes a long look in. Wants to make sure of the sign. And a 3-1 on the way. Ball 4 misses up high, and that loads up the bases. Walk number 2 issued by Josh Slate. There's a Royal on every base. Time called. Coach Mulliken heading out to the mound. When we resume, Haney will be up there with the bases loaded and 2 outs. We'll pause here, come back. When we resume, Haney at the plate with the Royals leading 5-3. And we are back. Haney steps in with the sacks full. Dealer at third, Vasquez second, Russell aboard at first. He just walked. Slate will wind up with the bases loaded. 2 outs, and the first pitch to Haney. Check swing, and he went around. No balls and a strike. A big first pitch strike from Josh Slate. Nowhere to put him. Has to get the ball over the plate. All 4 infielders back to knock it down. They have a force at any base. Outfield straight away, medium depth. Wind blowing across, left towards right. Here's the 0-1. This one misses upstairs. Count even at a ball and a strike. Wind again not blowing overly hard, but a high fly ball will be affected. We've seen the wind take the ball away from the center fielder toward the right fielder a couple of times already. Here's the 1-1. Line drive into center, and that is caught. Brandon Tamayo takes a few steps over and makes the play. Haney hit it very well, but that's out number 3. Royals get 2 runs on 3 hits, couple of walks, an error. 1 of those runs earned, and we go to top of the 5th with Warner leading 5-3. Austin Davies, Brandon Tamayo, and Caleb Banta, the first 3 scheduled hitters for the Screaming Eagles as we start top of inning number 5. Davies leading off, 0 for 1, a ground ball to the second baseman. Joyner winds and delivers, well hit ball toward the gap, but the wind is going to push it over towards center fielder Cole Parks, and he makes the catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out, exactly what Jarrett Joyner was looking for. Brandon Tamayo reached on an error and scored his first time up. 0 for 1 officially, but he's been productive so far on the offensive side. 1 out, base is empty. 1 pitch, 1 out. First pitch strike on the outside corner. Joyner has worked ahead in the count most of the way as well. And here comes the 0-1. Looping liner and caught by the shortstop, Derek Dealer, for out number 2. Tamayo got it off the end of the bat, and Dealer was right there to make the catch. So the first 2 men have gone down in the 5th, and here's the left fielder, Caleb Banta. He has struck out, been hit by a pitch, and scored a run. First pitch from Joyner, in there for strike 1. Joyner has thrown 4 pitches this inning and has gotten 2 outs. Here's the 0-1, ground ball towards third. Throw to first from Furman is in time. A 5-pitch inning for Jarrett Joyner. 1, 2, 3 go the Screaming Eagles in the 5th. Bottom half coming up. Royals 5, Screaming Eagles 3. (5-3) Warner University as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Junior Furman, Cole Parks, and Cal Sinelli. Cleveland Indians are in Milwaukee tonight. Corey Kluber against Wade Miley. That's a 7:40 start time. I mean 6:40 Central Time in Milwaukee, a little bit unusual. Detroit at Texas. Fires against Minor. At Wrigley Field, the Marlins and the Cubs. Urania against minor league call-up. Not sure this name's Sang for the Cubs. Put Yu Darvish on the DL yesterday. Pittsburgh at Chicago, the White Sox. Nova against Giolito. A few more games on the schedule as well. Josh Slate getting ready to start the bottom of the 5th. First pitch fastball misses up high. Slate in 4 innings. He's allowed 5 runs, 4 of them earned. And this fastball right on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopper towards short. Throw over to first in time. Derek Dealer. Check that, Landon McLean at Toccoa Falls shortstop. Makes the out. 1 away, bases empty.
Number 11, Cole Parks.
Cole Parks has scored twice. Reached on a walk, reached on an error. 1 out, bases empty. Here's Slate with the first pitch, a good fastball. That one a little sinking fastball, and it got the inside corner. Well, we're past the hottest part of the day. Things should start to cool down a little bit very soon. High pop fly towards right. TJ Lanning camps under it and puts it away for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the DH, Cal Sinelli. He has singled, doubled, and scored a run.
Up to bat, number 8, Cal Sinelli.
Slate has gotten the first 2 hitters in the bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch to Kennelly is in there for a strike. Sinelli 2 for 2. And the 0-1 swing and a miss. Chased one out of the zone that time. Angels are in Colorado tonight. Heaney against Gray. World champion Astros at Oakland. McCullers and Mania. Here comes the 0-2 from Slate. Check swing, and he went around, and that's strike 3. That is strikeout number 2 for Josh Slate. He gets the Royals in order in the bottom of the 5th, and after 5, Warner leads it 5-3. We're about to start the top half of the 6th. Easton Stanton, Josh Slate, Landon McLean are the scheduled hitters. Batters 2, 3, and 4 in the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles batting order. Warner got on the board first, 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Kevin Troncoso, a 2-run homer. Toccoa came back with 3 in the top of the 3rd. And then Warner put 2 more on the board in the 4th to take a 5-3 lead, and that's where we stand as Easton Stanton leads off in the top of the 6th. He has struck out twice. Jarrett Joyner, 5 innings, 3 runs, all of them unearned. Hasn't walked anyone, and he has struck out 5. Here's the first pitch coming to Easton Stanton, and the 6th inning is underway with a foul straight back. Good rip by Stanton, just missed it. And the 0-1, a breaking ball on the outside corner. Again, Stanton, front foot, pulling back down the line. And Joyner looks like he has picked up on that. He's been working the outside corner to Stanton all afternoon. Here's the 0-2, and this breaking ball misses down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diamondbacks are in LA tonight. Godley against Rich Hill. And the final game of the night, Washington at San Diego, Hellickson and Richard. And a 1-2 coming from Joyner. Hit towards second. Troncoso will field and throw for out number 1. So 1 out.
Up to bat number 17, Josh Slade.
That is the 8th man in a row retired by Jarrett Joyner, and it brings up the pitcher DH, Josh Slate. Josh is 1 for 2, got himself a 2-run single in the 3rd. That tied the game at 3. Here's the first pitch on the corner. Nope, misses outside. One ball, no strikes. Chopper towards first, fielded cleanly by Haney. And he flips to the pitcher covering for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop, Landon McLean. He is 1 for 2. His hit came in the 2nd, a leadoff single. Last time up, flew out to right. 9 in a row, retired by Joyner. And the pitch is inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch on the way and popped out foul. Count even at 1-1. Emmanuel College has returned to the ball yard. The Lions will play Bruton Parker at 7 tonight. Here's the 1-1. Curved ball lifted high in the air right behind the infield. And right fielder Rio Russell calls off everyone else and makes the catch. 10 in a row retired by Jarrett Joyner. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Joyner and the Royals lead at 5-3. Bottom of the 6th, and the Royals will send up 6, 7, and 8. Mick Tinney, Derek Dealer, Kevin Troncoso. 5-3, Warner University leads. 3 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the third for Toccoa Falls. Josh Slate of Toccoa on the mound, getting ready to start inning number 6. Jarrett Joyner for Warner has retired the last 10 men he has faced.
Up to bat, number 28, 90.
And he and his team enjoying a 2-run lead as we speak. Mick Tinney leading off. He is 1 for 2. He has scored a run and driven 1 in. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. RBI single in the fourth. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Both times Tinney has reached, we have seen Brown as his courtesy runner. So it was actually Brown who scored the run. And the chopper towards third, and played well by Stanton, and he gets the out at first. Shortstop Derek Dealer has driven in 2. 1 with a base hit, that came in the fourth. 1 with a sac fly, that came in the second. So 1 for 1 officially with 2 runs driven in. 1 out, base is empty, Slate delivers. Fastball down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just past the 5 o'clock hour here in the Eastern Time Zone. Glad everyone's able to join us. Here's the 1-0 up high for ball 2. Toccoa Falls College from North Georgia. Warner University from South Florida. 2 balls, no strikes, and there's a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Slate takes his time, makes sure the mound's to his liking, and now he's ready for the 2-1. High fly ball, he got under it. Left fielder Banta is there to make the catch. 2 outs, base is empty for second baseman Kevin Troncoso. He is 1 for 2, 2-run homer and a strikeout.
Up to bat, number 2, Kevin Troncoso.
So Slate looking for the 1-2-3 inning, the second one in a row should he get Troncoso. And the pitch, high pop up, but that's going to reach the bleachers. No balls and a strike. Slate has retired 6 in a row as of that fly ball off the bat of Dealer just a moment ago. Troncoso ready. Slate from the stretch, now winds it up. And the 0-1, a breaking ball that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slate with the pitch, and he misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Wind has calmed down, hardly blowing at all at the moment. It's been gusty most of the day. Here's the 2-1. Misses down low for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Here's a 3-1, high pop-up, and that fills up the count. Fouled straight back and into the woods behind us. Good luck getting that one back. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Royals batting in the bottom of the 6th, leading 5-3. Slate winds and delivers the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Terrific curveball, and that's strikeout number 3 for Josh Slate. He's now retired 7 in a row. And after 6, Warner leads it 5-3. Top of the 7th, both Jarrett Joyner and Josh Slade have gone the distance so far. And now Joyner is about to start his 7th inning of work. He's allowed 3 unearned runs. He will face Luke Allen, TJ Lanning, and Jesse Thomas. Anybody gets on, Austin Davies and Brandon Tamayo will follow. 5-3, Warner University leads. This is game 2 of the 2018 NCCAA South Region Final. I'm Ray Bureau, enjoying bringing you these ball games. Jarrett Joyner winds. 7th inning is underway with a fastball in there for a strike. We plan to bring all 8, possibly 9 games right here on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. And this breaking ball misses, down and away, 1-1. Forecast, sunny all week long, low to mid 80s. Here's the 1-1. This one's lofted into right, and it's going to hang up and get caught by Rio Russell. 1 out, here's TJ Lanning. He's gone down on strikes twice.
Up to bat, number 14, TJ Lanning.
Lanning, the senior from Jacksonville. Transferred from Trinity Baptist over to Toccoa this year. Had a very good season. 306, a couple of homers and 21 runs driven in coming into today's game. And there's one towards right. Has a chance to get down, and it is caught in right on the dive by Rio Russell. Lanning can't believe it. That is out number 2. Rio Russell laid out parallel to the ground. That was a fair ball. At least 2 bases for Lanning, who runs well, but instead it's out number 2. Credit Rio Russell, so far the play of the day. And here's Jesse Thomas, 2 outs, bases empty, and he chops the first pitch foul. Where's MLB Network when you need them? That would have been a premier play. We've seen some good defense from all 4 teams on the field so far today. Here's the 0-1 and a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Thomas wanted no part of that pitch. It was a beauty. And now Joyner winds and delivers. Chopper towards third. Furman can't handle it. And Thomas is aboard. Let's see how that one is scored. No matter what, it breaks a string of 12 in a row retired by Jarrett Joyner. Would have been a tough play to get the out at first. No indication from the official scorekeeper just yet. Here's Austin Davies. Still no indication about a base hit or an error. And here's a pitch down in the dirt. Any event, Jesse Thomas is at first. And that is going to be scored as an error to allow Thomas aboard. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. "12 in a row retired from Jarrett Joyner. Before that error, the last base runner came back in the 3rd inning. Throw over to first, runners back in time. That was the 2-run single from Josh Slate that at the time tied up the game at 3. Big lead off first from Thomas. 2-0 on the way. Ball 3. And no, that one hit the batter. So Austin Davies will head on down to first. That's the first hit batsman of the ball game. And now the Screaming Eagles have the tying runs on base, but they do have 2 outs. Number 9 hitter Brandon Tamayo at the plate. He's 0 for 2, but he has an RBI and he scored a run as well. Drove in a run in the 3rd with a ground ball. He reached on an error on that same play. Timeout called. Coach Jeff Sykes out to the mound for Warner. His pitcher has done a remarkable job. Only 3 base hits. 3 unearned runs. Quick conference. Coach Sykes heads back. His assistants are Mr. David Moskovitz, Mr. Cody Nevels, Mr. Aaron Karras, and Mr. Blaine Ray. So Tamayo with a chance to drive in a run, cut the deficit in half. Potential tying run at first in Austin Davies. 2 outs. And Joyner will work from the stretch. And a pitch on the way and misses outside. One ball, no strikes. And a pitch from Joyner, again misses outside. 2-0. I don't have a pitch count, but he's been pretty efficient. But having to make some extra pitches this inning, he's hoping it doesn't come back to haunt him and his team. 2 balls, no strikes. There is action in the Warner bullpen. Here's a 2-0. Ball 3, down and away. I don't see anyone throwing in the Toccoa Falls bullpen. Of course, they're on the home side where Trinity Baptist uses the dugout and the bullpen, and we have an obstructed view. The 3-0 from Joyner misses. No, late call, and it's strike 1.
Not automatic. Let's go.
Delayed call on the strike. Tamayo starting to head down toward first. He'll step back in. We'll do it again. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And now Joyner has a chance to get out of the inning without a run scoring. It's 3-2. Both runners will be off, so a ball in the gap will most likely tie up the game. Payoff pitch. Thomas at second. Davies at first. And Joyner steps off, trying to break up the momentum out on the base paths. Here come the Barons from Bruton Parker. They won earlier today. They're going to play Emmanuel College at 7 tonight. Both runners on the move. The payoff pitch is fouled straight back. Looked like Tamayo was trying to plug that gap in left center. That would have certainly scored 2. Everybody returns. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tying runs are on base. Joyner takes a long look. Runners on the move. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 is outside. That will load up the bases, put the tying runs in second and third. That is the first walk issued by Joyner. No motion toward the mound from Coach Sykes. So it's going to be Joyner against the leadoff hitter, Caleb Banta. Caleb's been hit by a pitch and scored a run, 0 for 2 officially. Everybody playing back, trying to knock it down, at least keep the tying run from scoring. Here's the first pitch to Banta. Line drive headed toward the gap. That is going to be caught on the dive. That's a second diving catch of the inning. One in right, now one in left. Inning over. That is Xanders Vasquez making the play. The defense out in force in the 7th. No runs, the bases left loaded. 2 sparkling plays in the outfield. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Warner University. A diving catch in left center by Xanders Vasquez preserved the lead for Warner. Royals come to bat, leading 5-3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. A diving catch earlier in the inning off the bat of TJ Lanning. Right fielder Rio Russell came a long way and laid out. So 2 diving catches in the outfield kept Toccoa Falls off the board. Royals lead 5-3. Number 9 hitter Xanders Vasquez leading things off. He's a young man who just made that possibly game-saving catch. If that ball gets by him, 2 runs are certain to score, possibly 3. And if that 3rd run had scored, Toccoa would have taken the lead. Vasquez walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Josh Slate still on the mound, and the first pitch is up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Vasquez takes ball 2 low. Two balls, no strikes. Slate has worked 6 innings, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. And the 2-0 on the way, gets the inside corner. Two balls and a strike. Vasquez held up in time. That one missed outside. So Vasquez ahead 3-1. Again, there is now some action in the Toccoa Falls bullpen. Can't see who it is, but I do see a ball flying around. And this one is upstairs. A leadoff walk puts Vasquez aboard. That is a 3rd walk issued by Josh Slate. Top of the order, Rio Russell coming up. He's 0 for 2. He walked his last time up and was stranded at first. Warner got 2 in the 3rd, or rather the 2nd, 3 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th. 2-run shot by Kevin Troncoso, part of that 3-run 2nd inning. Toccoa, 3 runs in the top of the 3rd. That's been it. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Russell, the leadoff man, at the plate with a runner at first and nobody out. This one is in the dirt. And a nice block by Davies to keep the runner at first. Minnesota Twins beat St. Louis 7-1 this afternoon. Slate gets a good look at the runner, now delivers, and a strike called. Count even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slate takes his time, now gets the sign, checks the runner. Runner's on the move. This one gets to the backstop. That'll be a stolen base for Vasquez. He was off on the pitch. Well, check that. Now the umpire says the ball hit the batter. So take away the stolen base. Russell aboard now, hit by a pitch. Either way, Vasquez is at second, but now 2 men on, and Coach Mulligan out to the mound. That's going to be it for Josh Slate. So we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we resume. We'll pause here. When we come back, Warner will bat Jesse Haney with 2 men on and nobody out, leading 5-3. The new pitcher for the Screaming Eagles, number 30, Ty Barbary. He takes over for Josh Slate. Josh went 6+ innings, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, but he is responsible for the 2 men on base. He allowed 5 hits, he walked 3 and struck out 3. Ty Barbary is 2-4 on the season with a 6.71 ERA. Making his 10th appearance on the mound. He will face Jesse Haney, and Barbary inherits 2 men on. Runners at first and second. Vasquez walked. Russell hit by a pitch. Nobody out. Royals batting in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-3. Haney 0 for 3. Was on base in the 3rd, reaching on an error. And he is hit by the pitch, the first one thrown, and that'll load up the bases. Everybody advances. Vasquez to 3rd, Russell to 2nd. Nobody out for Junior Furman. Coach Mulligan out to the plate. Talk things over with the plate umpire. Ty Barbary, a freshman from Crescent High School in Anderson, South Carolina, enjoying his first season of college baseball. Came in a tough situation, 2 on, nobody out, hit the first man. Now he has the sacks full. Number 3 hitter Junior Furman is 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard a couple of times, however. First pitch from Barbary misses downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. Strike call right down the middle. Bruton Parker's Noah Cordova came up to say hi a moment ago. Heard me talking about him while he was on the mound earlier today. Did a terrific job, Noah. Just don't do it against us, okay? All right. 1-2. I was teasing with him during the warm-up pitches and I said, you didn't have to do that well against us. He says, I'm non-discriminatory. He did his job, got the outs, helped his team win the ball game. Line shot down the left field line. Vasquez had to duck out of the way. That ball was drilled. Fortunately, nobody hit, nobody hurt. 1-2 is the count on Furman. Big gap in right center. And here comes a 1-2 from Barbary. Breaking ball, chopped, foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Barbary takes a long look in. Now ready. Here's a 1-2. And this one fouled off. Furman just did get a piece of it. Vasquez at third. Russell at second. Haney at first. None of them hit their way aboard. A walk and 2 straight hit batsmen. So Barbary trying to get out of it, bases loaded, nobody out jam. Middle infielders playing bat. First baseman Luke Allen in front of the bag. Third baseman Stanton about a step behind third. Breaking ball lifted high towards a gap in left field. Way back, it's got a chance, and it is gone. And that is a grand slam for Junior Furman. The wind got hold of it and started to knock it down, but it got out just to the left of the light tower. A grand slam home run, and the Royals have opened it up, leading now 9-3. For Junior Furman, that is his second home run of the season, and he now has 44 runs driven in. 3 of those 4 runs will go to Josh Slate. Close the book on Slate. Cole Parks at the plate now. He has scored twice. Here's the first pitch, a high pop-up on the infield. Second baseman Jesse Thomas makes the catch for out number 1. The one Troncoso hit earlier was a no-doubter. This one got up in the wind. The wind gusted and started to knock it down. And the left fielder Banta was setting up to play the ball off the fence, but it got out, and that's a grand slam home run for Furman. Fastball misses upstairs. Vasquez, Russell, and Haney all scored on the blow. And the pitch swung on and missed.
Dang, that's what I'm talking about, mama. Woo.
1 ball, 1 strike. Barbary delivers. Chopper foul down the third baseline. 4 runs are in, 1 man out. Cal Sinelli at the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a double, and he fouls this one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sinelli doubled and scored in the 4th. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Ty Barbary. Another chopper foul toward the third base dugout. 9-3 the score. That was a score at the end of game number 1 when Bruton Parker defeated Trinity Baptist. So Barbary ready for the 1-2, the windup and the pitch. Another chopper foul. Calcinelli battling. He's fouled off 3 straight pitches. Another walk and the 2-hit batsmen have come back to hurt. And here comes another 1-2 from Barbary in the dirt. Count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout for Ty Barbary. Brings up the catcher, Mick Tinney. He is 1 out of 3. He has scored a run and driven 1 in. Two outs. Tinney at the plate. And the first pitch, fastball right down the middle. One ball, no strikes. Line drive, base hit into right. And a 2-out single for Mick Tinney, his 2nd hit of the day. So a runner at first, 2 down for shortstop Derek Dealer. He has driven in 2. He is 1 for 3. Check that, 1 for 2. A sac fly in the 2nd. RBI single in the 4th. Flew out to left his last time up. And once again, Alfred Brown, the courtesy runner for the catcher at first. Barbary now from the stretch and the pitch, a fastball that misses up high. 4 runs are in. Bottom of the 7th, a grand slam by Junior Furman. Here's the 1-0, and it misses inside. Kevin Troncoso waiting on deck. And here's a 2-0, and he gets the strike called on the corner. So defense in the top of the 7th, 2 diving catches, and now 4 runs scored in the bottom half for the Royals. Runners on the move, ground ball towards 3rd. It gets into left field. Brown will stop at 2nd, and Dealer at 1st, 2 away. That one tipped off the glove of 3rd baseman Stanton. Warner from South Florida, Toccoa Falls from North Georgia. Troncoso at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. And a pitch, swing and a miss. Troncoso, after the 2-run homer his first time up, has gone down swinging in 2 consecutive at-bats. Here's the 0-1 from Ty Barbary. Breaking ball, catches the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch, swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Troncoso gave himself up. And a throw is made to retire the side. 4 runs on 2 hits. Had a walk and 2 hit batsmen. Grand slam from Junior Furman has given Warner the lead 9-3. We go to the top of the 8th. Easton Stanton, Josh Slate, Landon McLean due up for Toccoa Falls. And joining us now, we mentioned him a little while ago, relief pitcher for Bruton Parker, Noah Cordova. How you doing, Noah?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right, having a good time, except our team. You know, you had to go ahead and beat us, but you did a good job out there on the mound. I love that little juke move you had.
Thank you very much. You know, just doing what I can to keep hitters off balance. You know, I don't have the velocity to blow up by guys, so I kind of got to do what I can to be effective.
Got a new pitcher on the mound for Warner. Get you that information in just a moment. Writing things down, getting Noah hooked up, and this one is fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Easton. Here comes a 1-1 and strike 2 right down the middle. Jarrett Joyner went 7 very good innings, 3 unearned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 5 punch-outs. Here's a 1-2, and this one is in the dirt. Number 21, Cody Smith, a junior from Newberry, Florida, on the mound now for Warner University. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner.
That's a great pitch.
Good fastball right down the middle. 1 out, and it brings up Josh Slate. He was a starting pitcher, also listed as a DH, and as we explained earlier, that allows him to stay in the batting order when he comes off the mound. But the coach must declare him as a DH in order to do so. And the pitch is a strike called. So Noah, let's see, no runs allowed, I don't think. You came in with some runners on base, got out of the inning, and then pitched 2 scoreless innings to close it out.
Yes, sir.
We looked like we had a rally going, scored 3 times, and yeah, you got out of that inning, unfortunately for us, but you did a heck of a job.
Thank you very much.
There's one lifted into shallow left, 3 men giving chase, and it's on the ground for a base hit. That's a second hit for Slate. He's now 2 out of 4. He's also driven in a couple of runs as well. Maybe that's what we should have done. We hit the ball very hard. Little dinker like that finds the grass.
Well, my freshman and sophomore year, we played at Talladega College, and it just seems that, you know, they would put up 10 to 15 hits a game, and that's all they would do, just cap balls, you know, get it off the handle and find just little bloop singles everywhere. And it's frustrating as a pitcher, you know, when you're dealing with stuff like that.
As long as the ball hits the ground, it counts.
Definitely.
Here's a first pitch to Landon McLean. It's in there for a strike. Now, I was talking with you between innings. You're saying you realize you're not an overpowering pitcher, but it doesn't take high velocity to get hitters out, just like it doesn't always take a vicious line drive to get a base hit.
Definitely not.
There's a chopper foul.
And, you know, and like they say, you know, those little blue pits, they go down as line drives in the scorebook. You know. 2 for 4 is 2 for 4 no matter how you got them. Exactly.
That's what Josh Slate is. He's also driven in a couple of runs. He's leading off first base. Pretty modest lead. Lefty on the mound, and the pitch, high fly ball towards right. That's going to hang up, and that allows Russell to camp under it for the out. Well hit ball. Really, that carried out a lot further than it looked like at first.
He's pushing out to right field a little bit.
You know, this is a major league size field. It's about 360 where he hit it in front of the light tower.
Makes you appreciate how far Junior hit that ball last inning.
And I don't know if you saw the home run from Troncoso in the second inning. That was a no-doubter just to the left of the light tower in left center.
Oh, man. No, I wasn't here for that. We just got here a few minutes ago.
Luke Allen now at the plate. Takes ball 1. Luke is 0 for 2, had a sac bunt in the second. 9-3, Warner University leads. You're going to play a tough team tonight.
Yes, we are.
This one hit hard and foul. What do you know about Emmanuel?
We played them in a JV series earlier in the season. I know that, you know, they've got a lot of power in the lineup. I've not really seen much of their varsity pitching, so I can't really speak on it. But I know that they're the #1 seed for a reason. You know, just give that out.
They're also the #3 team in the country, as this one's lifted high, and it is caught by first baseman Jesse Haney. Can you hang on for the bottom of the 8th?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're talking with Noah Cordova of Bruton Parker College. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-3 Warner. Bottom of the 8th, Xanders Vasquez, Rio Russell, and Jesse Haney leading things off. We're talking with Bruton Parker Barron. Pitcher, I believe you're a junior, Noah Cordova. Did I get that right?
I'm a junior in the classroom, a sophomore on the field.
All right. Red shirt 1 year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, that gives you another year to play.
Yeah, definitely.
First pitch strike to Xanders Vasquez, who made a terrific diving catch not long ago. Check, swing, and no swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got some teammates back there calling for a shout out. Who are they?
I just want to give a shout out to everybody in Atlanta. You know, that's my home away from home.
This one is drilled into left, headed toward the corner, cut off. Well played by Banta. He will hold Vasquez to a single. Vasquez, 3rd time on base. First hit of the ball game. He's walked twice and scored a run, and it brings up right fielder Rio Russell. Well, there's a good hard line drive.
Yeah, definitely.
Russell was hit by a pitch and scored on the grand slam off the bat of Junior Furman.
You know, the one thing about, you said redshirting, I get another year of baseball. Actually, I had to pick up another major to extend my graduation plan long enough for me to be in school to play another year.
This one's downstairs. Well, you're young, you want to get through with things, but you got a long way ahead of you, God willing, many years.
I'm not complaining about it. It's 2 degrees, can't go wrong with that.
Well, you'll be in line for some good employment.
Yeah, I hope so.
What are your plans when you're through playing ball?
So I'm a double major in information systems and accounting, and so I'm torn between opening up my own business. I'd like to open up like a baseball facility or something like that, or
well, let me know if you need a full-time announcer.
Definitely. Or I'd like to get my CPA, become a certified public accountant and just do taxes and stuff like that and make a lot of money.
Double major. My son Dean is our cameraman. He's very interested in audio, video, computer technology. Very good at it as well. Graduating high school on May 24th.
Oh man, it's coming up.
Our one and only, 18 years old.
I'm an only child as well.
The only problem is he looks just like me.
I look just like my dad too. My mom can't stand it.
Big Dave.
3 balls and a strike on Russell. Runners on the move, and this is a hit and run opportunity.
Shout out to my mom and dad. I know they're watching the game right now, so I want to tell them I love them.
They'll definitely be watching tonight when you're back on the field.
Definitely.
3 balls, 2 strikes, hit and run attempt fouled off by Russell. Xanders Vasquez singled to open the bottom of the 8th. He's aboard at first. Nobody out, 9-3 in favor of Warner. Here comes a 3-2. Ball 4 misses up high, and that puts runners at first and second. It's Bruton Parker, the number 4 seed in the tournament. If I'm getting this correct, aren't you also NAIA members?
Yes, sir.
All right, which conference is that?
The SSAC.
All right, I didn't think it was the Sun because they're mostly in Florida.
No, sir, we're the Southern States Athletic Conference.
And a very competitive conference. We play you in soccer and basketball as well at Trinity Baptist. You just took our very good women's soccer coach away from us.
Did we really?
Coach Prince Board.
Oh yeah, Coach Prince.
He coached here.
He was our women's soccer coach for the only 3 years in existence. They came within 4 minutes of making the national tournament this past season.
We love Coach Prince at BPC. He's pretty great.
Well, make sure you tell him hello. Maybe he's watching. Maybe he watched your game earlier. Prince, we miss you. Coach Jeff Mulliken of Toccoa Falls, former Eagles coach as well. We're going to pause here while we have a pitching change. Let you know about the new pitcher when we come back. First and second, nobody out. New pitcher on the mound for Toccoa Falls, number 19, R.J. Skeen. He is a junior from Bonaire, Georgia, transferred from Andrew College. Ray Bureau, we're talking with Noah Cordova, a reliever for Bruton Parker, who's going to play the number 1 seed Emmanuel College tonight. You pitched 2+ innings. Think you got enough left if the coach needs you tonight?
Oh, definitely. That's what postseason baseball is all about. Emptying out the tank and leaving it out on the field.
And even if you win the tournament, you got a while to rest before you go up to Easton, South Carolina for the NCCAA World Series. Of course, we here at Trinity Baptist hoping we can rebound from that game earlier and get up there for the first time in our school history. We're in our 4th season. You guys are very well established. You play a tough NAIA schedule, so do we. We play a lot of the Sun Conference teams, and you know how good they are.
Yeah, very good.
Warner, one of those teams, also a member of both NAIA and NCCAA.
That is one thing I love about our conference. It's very, very competitive. You know, we've got Faulkner. You know, they make it to the NAIA World Series Championship every year. We've got teams like Mobile, William Carey, Middle Georgia. You know, teams that are nationally ranked consistently. And, you know, they're very good teams.
Well, it's good to hear about a different conference. We have Southeastern University and Kaiser to contend with down here, in basketball especially. This year was Trinity Baptist's first ever softball season. We played mostly the Sun Conference, and you know, they're just as good in softball as they are baseball. Line shot right at Thomas. He makes the catch, tries for the double play, and he got him. Jesse Haney lines into the 4-6 double play. Huge break for the Screaming Eagles. Thomas with an all-star caliber play on defense. 2 down. Here's the man with the big bat, the big blow of the game. 4-run homer, also known as a grand slam, his last time up. Junior Furman, only hit of the ball game, but it was a big one. 2 outs now, runner at first, Rio Russell. And he's on the move. This pitch is up high, throw down is not in time.
You know, as a hitter, that's just one of those times you got to tip your cap to the defense and say, you know, you got me.
Frustrating as a hitter.
Yeah, definitely. Also as a base runner, because you're running back towards second base and you see the ball in the glove and you're like, okay, well, I'm out.
Yeah, not much what you can do when a guy makes a diving catch. You don't really anticipate that. You want to freeze on that line drive, make sure that ball's through, but the angle that the man on second has at the second baseman there, that makes it tough on the runner. No balls and a strike. Or check that, 1-1 on Furman. That grand slam came 1 inning ago. Made the score 9-3. And the pitch, chopper toward the hole and into left field for a base hit. Here's Russell around third. He will score. And that is an RBI single for Furman. That's his 5th run batted in on the day. Russell never stopped, so he was on his way to the plate anyway. Would have been a close play.
Definitely.
Cole Parks at the plate, a couple of runs scored, 0 for 3, plus a walk. So a runner at first, Furman, that is his second hit. He's 2 out of 5, a good afternoon. 5 runs driven in. R.J. Skeen on the mound, and the pitch. Up high for ball 1. First hit allowed by Skeen. He came in and got that line drive double play. Big lead off first by Junior Furman. And he's on the move. This one is fouled up and out of play. So the count even at 1-1. Furman not fazed by the lefty on the mound.
Definitely not. But you know, you're up big like this. You know, he seems to. His swing is pretty consistent. You know, he has no issue attacking this lefty and trying to do some damage, even up by 7 runs.
10-3 is a score, and we are in the bottom of the 8th. So looking ahead to the 9th, Allen, Lanning, and Thomas due up for Toccoa Falls.
You know, there's this pond right here back behind the field, and I'm waiting for someone to hit a foul ball far enough to land inside this pond.
Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Here's Furman around second. He will take third. Never hesitated, went all the way. Cole Parks with a base hit, his first hit of the game, second time he's been on base. That's a long way back to that pond, though, for a foul back.
And the wind is blowing in the wrong direction.
Cal Sinelli at the plate. He is 2 out of 4, single, a double, and 2 strikeouts. You know, we don't see too many balls even reach the woods back there on a foul ball, so to get it in the pond, you're looking at another at least 30 feet. That's a long way.
Check swing.
Maybe Cal was trying to help you out there.
Maybe. You never know.
Fouled off, 0-1.
Talking back here, you know, they're trying to see my wish fulfilled.
You know, I was here about 10 years before I realized there was a pond there, because there used to be more trees back there. Some of them have come down in the hurricanes that we've had by. So it was hard to see that pond for a long time.
You know, being in the South, came to Georgia my freshman year. It's my first time ever being in the South, and it's my first time experiencing, you know, hurricanes. And definitely crazy.
This one's hit well towards center field, but it's going to stay up. And Brandon Tamayo is there to make the play. Another run for the Royals in the 8th. RBI single from Junior Furman, and we go to the 9th. 10-3, Warner leads. Top of the 9th, Luke Allen, TJ Lanning, Jesse Thomas due up. Anyone gets on, Austin Davies, Brandon Tamayo. We're talking with Noah Cordova from Bruton Parker, relief pitcher. Pitched 2 and I believe a third or 2/3 of an inning earlier today. Scoreless and talking between innings. I can tell by the way you're talking, you have a radio background.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I did a Christian talk show in my 8th grade freshman year, and kind of got me into the whole talk show radio thing. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it.
Radio got me through college. I've been teaching a long time and started this 3 years ago doing the athletics for TBC and Trinity Christian Academy. We do their high school games as well. We share the campus, share all the facilities. Conquerors are going to the state regional playoff tomorrow, but they have to go all the way out to Pensacola. Here's the 0-1. That's about a 6.5 hour drive down I-10 with nothing to look at on the way. Nothing but trees the whole way.
Hey, listen, my parents live in Oklahoma City, and I'm originally from California. So when I drive from Oklahoma City to California, once you get to Texas to Southern California is nothing but desert. And it's flat, and you just have sand and more sand to look at.
And my parents told me that. They've driven out to California. They used to live in Green Cove Springs. They're both with Christ now. Miss them a lot, but they told me about their travels. We've been to East Texas, but not out in the desert area. High fly ball into right. Rio Russell is there for out number 1. Warner has 2 outs left to go. TJ Lanning, former TBC Eagle at the plate. He is 0 for 3, his last time up. Russell, the man you just saw make that catch, he was playing in front of the light tower, and he chased it down and made a diving catch right on the foul line. That's some hustle there. This pitch is in there for a strike.
Well, that's one thing you gotta love about postseason baseball is it brings out the most, competitive edge out of everybody on the field, or at least it should.
Cody Smith gets ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. We're talking with Noah. We don't want to forget the players on the field. Cody Smith on the mound in relief of Jarrett Joyner, who was brilliant. This one fouled back toward the trees. Nope, not quite enough to get a splashdown for you.
Yes, we've got 2 more days in this tournament. I promise you, it's going to happen. If I keep saying it's going to happen, it'll happen.
And here's the 0-2. This one's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we've seen a few balls leave the yard in fair territory today. That's a long way out there. This
great pitch right there.
Is strike 3 to Lanning.
Did a great job there changing eye level. 0-2, missing up and away. Getting a look at something high and then coming back in with the fastball down.
Number 5,
Austin Davies at the plate with 2 outs. And a first pitch outside for ball 1. And this one lifted high down the line, and it's going to get out of play.
Of course, when you're pitching with a 7-run lead, you don't necessarily put it in coast, but it makes things a whole lot stress-free, knowing you've got that insurance on you.
Well, Smith just has to get the ball over the plate, let his defense do the job. No pressure on him. 7-run lead in the 9th.
I want to give a quick shout-out to my defense. I love them. And my catcher.
Your defense was fantastic against Trinity. Again, we really hit the ball well in that game the entire day. A couple of balls run down into gaps, a diving catch. A lot of hard hit balls right at guys, but credit the defense, they made the plays.
My defense is fantastic. I love each and every one of them.
And your guys hit the ball well. You found the holes.
Yeah,
both teams really hit it well.
Our offense has been hot. We got hot at the right time. And I'm hoping we just carry this forward momentum through the rest of this tournament.
And that is strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that will do it for game number 2 of the South Region Tournament. Final score, Warner University 10, Toccoa Falls College 3. We want to thank Noah Cordova for joining us for the last couple of innings. He's going to get ready to play Emmanuel College, the number 1 seed. Bruton Parker, the number 4, winning earlier today. Our winning pitcher, Jarrett Joyner, 7 innings, 3 runs, all of them unearned, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. We hope you're able to join us at 7 p.m. Looks like we'll be starting on time. We have an hour to go. In case you can't join us for that ball game, thank you for tuning in. I'm Ray Bureau. Good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.